Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. This is Mr. Man. Welcome back to Narc Alert Reacts. Well, AMBERLYNN has uploaded quite late last night. I think it was around 11 o'clock last night. And actually, she's been uploading with some regular frequency. She's giving us like a video every second day again, like she used to. Now, she said they're going to be a little shorter because they're more frequent. I'm sure she's pretty happy about that. But at least we're getting some content. Now, it looks like she's trying to start another fight. Now, thankfully, this time it's not with me, it's with Zach, but every week or two she picks a different reaction channel to come at and, kick up some dirt. And Zach's the master, though, so I don't think it's going to be a big problem. I hope he just ignores it all, which he probably will. But there is a little something extra aside from her latest upload that people are just all a Twitter about in the internet right now, and that's the CCTV footage. I'm not going to make a video about that, and I'm not even going to show it here, but most of you have probably seen it already. There's a little, there's been a leak of some CCTV footage. It shows AMBERLYNN's mom walking out of a store and AMBERLYNN walking up behind her. That's quite literally it. That's it. Now, I mean, there's been whole videos made about this, and people are analyzing every pixel of it, and I guess fair enough. It's all for good fun and messy fun, right? But, I don't know. There's a lot being said about it that I kind of don't really agree with. Like, I heard somebody was talking about, they're walking so far apart, and, that's indicative of their relationship, and look at their faces. And I thought, oh my God, please don't ever take a clip of footage of Uncle Tim and I walking out of a store on a Saturday, because sometimes he walks out way ahead of me while I'm still at the cash. Or I'll do the same, and we might be just looking at our phones. We might even have a sour face on. It doesn't really say anything about our relationship. It's just a literal snapshot of a second in time. No different than catching a bad screen grab of somebody's face. Anybody. I think it's a little silly, but I guess like I said, it's just messy fun, right? And then, of course, I guess this will probably become a series arc on her channel. She usually likes to take these things and run with them and create quite a bit of chatter about them. And, I guess fair enough. As far as it being leaked, I don't think there's a real big problem with that. Honestly, we're all filmed many, many times on CCTV every day. And when you're in public, you have zero expectation of privacy. You really don't. Public figure or not. I mean, I think a lot of us are guilty of watching body cam videos on YouTube or any of that crime stuff. Some of that footage is people in their worst, and it's intimate. This is just them walking out of a store. It's it's a second long, and is it kind of unethical and a little icky? I think so. Is it immoral? Not really. Is it illegal? Probably not. I don't know if that's, if that's the employee, and, if you're a security guard and you're watching CCTV footage, I don't know that that's a good call for you to do at work. This one is called Starting a New Medicine, More Doctor's Appointments, and Zach Can't Take the Heat. All right, Amber, what's this all about? Do tell.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. Good morning. I actually have a doctor's appointment super early, so let's go do that. Okay, so I just got out of my doctor's appointment. I did cry a little in there, and I itched my eyebrow and it messed up my makeup.
Pet peeve. You didn't itch your eyebrow. You had an itch, so you scratched your eyebrow. The verb is scratch. Itching it's not the same. It's wrong. She's not the only one that says that, unfortunately. Also, here we go again with the doctor. She started this on the last vlog where she's like dropping little breadcrumbs about this doctor, and she like kind of alludes that it was something upsetting and that she was going to tell us in due time when she was ready. And like, she knows that gets people hooked and they might come back, because her next video, she says more doctor's appointments. That's definitely implying that, you know, there's more. She's going to tell you more. And then here, she films before the going to the doctor. She films right after the doctor. She tells you she cried at the doctor, but she's not going to tell you anything else about it. Amber, just don't talk about it, okay? You don't have to talk about it. You could literally never mention that you went to the doctor and none of us would be the wiser. You do this on purpose.
It is what it is. I'll just fix it when I get home. I don't really care. So I think the doctor that I saw today, I think that he's going to be like my official doctor. I really genuinely liked him. I have a hard time with doctors because people my size are discriminated against.
No, because you think they're lazy. You've told us that before. There's lots of video evidence of what you think about doctors. Although I will say, since she survived cancer with the help of many doctors, she seems to be a little less mean about them.
Healthcare, that is a whole other topic for a whole other time. But I genuinely liked him. Like, I have like really high respect for my doctor that I had in Kentucky. So it's like, I need someone to match that energy, or we just ain't vibing. Just remember to be an advocate.
Okay, typical narc. You can't just say, I really respect my doctor. It's got to be really high level of respect. Like, they've always got to dramatize everything. They always have an adjective. There's always an adjective. Joan was never in pain. She was in well, she was in Amber was excruciating. There's always an adjective with the narc. Also, you know what doesn't matter? If you fucking vibe with your doctor. You know, like, we don't vibe. Like, I wasn't just feeling him and we weren't vibing. You know what matters? If they're a really good healthcare professional. You know what the doctor doesn't give a living crap about? Your personality. The doctor doesn't need to vibe with you, Amber. They need to be a good healthcare. You know what I want my doctor to be? Thorough, punctual, kind. I don't care if we vibe. Professional.
Advocate for yourself, very important. I always stand by that. Okay, so now we're at Walgreens because I have to get a prescription.
You know, it's your priorities. You know, like, within your priorities, one of your priorities shouldn't be if you vibe with your doctor. Good Lord, woman, grow up.
Of course, I gravitate towards the journals. Look at, you cannot pour love into others if you do not pour love into yourself. Love.
Also, she completely didn't have to talk about that. She was there to get a prescription. Like, if you don't want people to start making up crap about your health, stop dropping breadcrumbs and little rabbit turds along the trail, because you know everybody's going to pick that shit up and throw it in the air and see what they can come up with. Like, Amber, you do either you're really stupid or you do this on purpose. And if you do this on purpose, then you can never bitch about what people say about you because you're creating it 100%. So pick a lane.
That, and I really like this. That is like totally my aesthetic. I might get.
It's not your aesthetic, it's your taste. I like this. This is to my taste. It's not an.
Get it. Now we're at some place called Golden Chicken. I have no idea. My mom wanted to come here, so I got like a chicken salad. She got some roasted chicken, and where did my voice just go? And then obviously I got a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Obviously.
So my salad came like this, and then here's like the.
I'm going to err on the side of caution. I hear some copywritten music there. I think it's Miley in the background. It's probably fine, but you know, we like to be careful. I don't think it's important. I don't think there's anything important being said here. We're taking the mayonnaise salad and we're putting it on top of the chicken. We're taking out all of the vegetables. Let's get rid of those. Those have vitamins and nutrients. Get rid of them. Look at her face. Watch her face when she shakes this. Look at her face. Watch here. She goes in for another shake and it's incredible. It's got to be a meme, you guys. Look, look, look. Did you see? It's so good. Look at that. It's, please, somebody meme this. Her eyes, the way she lights up. It's like a kid with a toy. Bless her silly heart. Food is fun. 10 out of 10, recommend.
been home for like 20 minutes. I'm actually about to call a med spa place. So my doctor's appointment, I will actually explain why I went to begin with.
Okay.
I'll probably do that in this vlog. If I don't, probably in the next one. But while I was there, I just wanted, you know, a professional's opinion on semaglutide and what, you know, he thought of me getting it from a med spa. And he actually highly recommends that I do that. I'm actually about to call the med spa right now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll just be like my first appointment will be.
I'm guessing any doctor would highly recommend anything that you felt that they could see that you seemed enthusiastic about that might help you lose weight. There's no way that any doctor is looking at you and not seeing this as an absolute life emergency. You're the only one that's pretty laissez-faire about your size and your diet, and you know, it'll just happen one day. La, la, la. It's not, Amber. Healthcare professionals don't look at it that way. And if you went to him and said, I'm thinking of doing this, I'm sure he would say, absolutely, let's do. That's a great idea, Amber. I fully applaud you doing that, because any healthcare professional is going to fully support you in anything that you say about losing weight. They are. And you didn't have to go to talk to him about this. You've been on this drug before. It's called Ozempic. It's just a different label, Amber. It's the same drug, and you know that.
Be a simple consultation, but we'll see. So I'm gonna call. I'll be right back. Well, darn, there was no answer. So I did leave a voicemail, but I feel confident in this decision because like I was debating back and forth, like, do I want to try this? But my doctor today, like he explained some.
Do I want to try this? Again, you've been on this before. This isn't new. Why are you acting like this is new?
The science behind it and why he thinks it's a good like fit for me. So that actually made me feel like a little bit more hopeful towards the situation for sure. But depending on if they call back today or maybe I'll call back. I'm not going to harass them or anything, but I am like kind of impatient.
I'm sorry, look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. You're so cute. He looks relatively unimpressed.
I'm really excited for something, but I know how to have patience. I know they have other clients and stuff they need to worry about, but I'll definitely give you guys an update whenever this moves along. Okay, you guys, so it is time. If you guys remember my new makeup purse that I got, makeup bag, it says essentials on top.
Are you done?
This is what I have been using, and it's just like overflowing. Like, it's so cute. I love it, but it's just like not big enough. Okay,
are we gonna have to watch her transfer all her makeup from one bag to another? Because I'm getting a very nostalgic vibes off of this content, and it's not the kind of content we want you to bring back, Amber, to be honest. No, I don't know what is. Oh, no. We're not doing ASMR. We're not going to talk about every friggin' piece of makeup she's putting in this bag. We just can't. All right.
So much more, and it's cute. Easier to see what makeup I need to use and pull out.
So cute.
You guys, I have lived in a lot of...
Oh my God, Amber, be careful. Did you see that? Oh my God, look, you guys. She could hurt herself. Amber, for the love of God, there's a cliff there. You're going to dangle. Look at this, you guys. Watch. Look. You guys... Look. Is that not the same as the thing that just about took her out? She's, wow, living on the edge. This girl's got to really start being more careful.
I have lived in a lot of places, I will say. Oklahoma might be the most moody when it comes to weather. Like 1 minute, okay, it's nice and cool. The sun is out. We're feeling good. Next minute, it's sprinkling and freezing. And I'm just like, I really don't get it. But you know what?
Weird, eh? Sometimes weather is warm and then it's cold. And then sometimes it's sunny, and then other times it's like there's water coming out of the sky. It's wild. So weird how that it's not the same all the time. It's weird. You know what I talk about a lot with my 90-year-old mother who is very severe dementia? The weather. Yeah, we talk a lot about the weather.
You got to vibe with it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't harass them. Didn't even call them back, not one time, but a few hours later, they called me back. And my appointment is scheduled for the med spa. So, yeah, and it's scheduled actually pretty soon. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I did get that journal that I saw at Walgreens. I thought it was super cute, so I had to get it.
Okay.
But I am about to start taking some antibiotics, and
Again,
I'll explain more. But right now I'm actually about to go outside and wait for my mom because we're gonna go to bingo. I genuinely just love playing the game. You guys know me, I love games. I've always loved games, and it's just
Amber, calm. We know you're lonely. You have a very empty life. It's unfulfilling. You get up in the morning and you've got really nothing to do. Nobody to see, nobody to do anything for. You know, nobody really even cares if you show up for anything or not. It's a sad and lonely life you live. And, despite your giggles and stuff on your videos, we know you're lonely, Amber, and that's okay. Many of us have been lonely before. You're not going to bingo because you love bingo. You're going to bingo because it's the only thing you have to do, and it's a great way to fill in time. And your mom takes you, so you've got to drive. Like, let's be real. Maybe you enjoy the time with your mom too. I'm not saying you don't, but you're not choosing to do this. If you had anything better to do with like a girlfriend or someone your own age, you would choose that. So don't make it like bingo's this thing that you love.
It's fun. So yeah,
it's a nifty way to pass the time. That's about 15 years. The only time I played bingo was drag bingo. And that was fun. But, we were also drinking and I was with my friends. So it was kind of different. Joan plays bingo. That's another thing that Amber and Joan are starting to have an awful lot in common. They do bingo every 2 weeks at the care home. I don't participate, but, maybe Amber would like to.
But okay, guys, so it is time for questions of the day. First question: what happened to your hernia? Nothing happened to it. It's still
herniating.
Chilling. Amber, can you take a clip of yourself with the seatbelt buckled while your mom is driving to?
I don't know anything about hernias. If you don't get them operated on, is there anything you can do for them? Like, is there anything she could be doing that would be helping that situation? I don't know. I mean, I could Google it, or you could just let me know in the comments, because I bet you some of you guys have had that experience. I'm saying I don't know if there is a lot she can do, except maybe not eat as much.
Wrong, please. I mean, I guess I could. So I'll try to remember to do that tomorrow. Your mom has long hair like you. Has she always had long hair? Actually, yes. We grew our hair out around the same time. It was around when I was like, I'd say about 14, during like the trial run to live with my parents. If you guys don't know, I was in foster care from 8 to 18. 9 to 18. I was about 8, 9. But there was about like a year and a half where I was still a ward of the state, which means I was still technically a foster kid, and my parents weren't like legal guardians.
She talks about having this great supportive audience that she's making videos for, and then she just reiterates the same crap over and over and over again for the last 10 years. We've all heard this story, Amber. We know that you went to foster care somewhere between 8 and 9 to 18. And we know that somewhere in the middle there was a trial period. We all know this already. You don't have to tell us this. It's so boring.
Guardians, because I was still ward of the state, but they wanted to give them like a trial run to see like if they were fit to be parents again. They definitely failed that. But a lot of people get confused when I was like, yeah, when I was this years old and living with my parents, it's because there was moments where I did live with them.
Know, Amber.
Out of the decade that I was a foster kid, it was about a year and a half. Did you see that Zachary Michael no longer wants to play Fortnite with you?
Okay, this is the good part. First of all, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that clip she showed of him being all excited about it and all that, and I know we were kind of questioning it on the live, but the more I kind of sit and think about it and think about Zach and all that, I'm pretty sure he was being sarcastic. He got caught up in that silly moment that we all do, and it's like I've said to you guys, I've had comments, sometimes a video, used to get oh my God, Merc's so mad. I'm not mad. A lot of it is just performative. It's kind of fun to get worked up for the camera. It's part of what we do. So I think he was just caught up in that moment and being silly. I really don't believe that he wants to spend his free time with AMBERLYNN Reid. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. So Amber, I think Amber's pretty butthurt that Zach didn't want to play a game with her. She wants to play the game and nobody will play the game with her, and she's not really famous.
I did see that. I did. Kind of just goes to show that he really does cater to his audience. Okay. And I definitely don't mean that in a good way. I feel like a lot of...
How is catering to your audience a bad thing? Can you explain to me how that's a bad thing? First of all, I don't think he's catering to his audience. I don't think he ever... I know people came at him and said, oh, you'll be a hypocrite, you can't play with her, blah, blah, blah. I get that. I don't think he ever had any intention of playing with you, AMBERLYNN Reid. He was being sarcastic. It's sarcasm. Look it up. And then, you know, there are people in his audience like you who missed that it was sarcasm and thought he was serious. So I don't think he's backing off. He never intended to do it. And you just scan the internet for the least bit of anybody who hates you. You think they're fantastic. So, like, just get a grip. It's a fucking game. Go take a course and learn something instead.
Action channels have to do that because they don't want to take the heat. So they kind of can't think for themselves. They don't film for themselves. They don't make their own decisions.
Reaction channels take a lot of heat, AMBERLYNN. A lot of reaction channels get heat for things they say. What the hell are you talking about? They just don't respond to it the same way you do, so you might miss it. Because not everybody makes a 3-series video about everything. Some people just ignore stuff. Not even reaction channels, everybody on the damn internet gets some heat for stuff. My God, I've got a friend who's got like this totally lovely little vlog life channel where he drives around and looks at forests and crap. He gets rude comments. Like, that's the internet.
They really let their audience kind of make the decisions for them.
As do you. How many times do you ask, what do you want to see me do next? Do you want a vlog? Do you want a series? Do you want a weight loss? Should I weigh in every day? Should I weigh in once a week? What do you want me to eat? Like, good Lord, Amber. You want your people to fucking write your scripts for you. Lots of YouTubers go to their audience and say, what would you like to see next? It's called working with your community. It's a symbiotic relationship. You create content that your people are interested in watching. That's what?
Because Zach's initial reaction was super excited. And
I don't make content in spite of my community. I make content for and with my community. What's wrong with you? You're so... you don't get anything.
Wanted to play Fortnite with me. And then he got some comments. He's afraid of the heat. So he's like, not doing it. And I know he's going to have every rebuttal under the sun to reply to this video.
Oh, God. I know he wouldn't ever watch a second of my videos. But please, Zach, if anybody ever... don't respond to this. Like, literally ignore this. Just ignore it. Because she's chomping at the bit to get into this, isn't she? She just really wants somebody to play with every week.
So he's reacting to it. Hello. No rebuttal is going to mean anything to me. I just think it's silly that, like, you can have such a 180 all because, like, you're trying to impress your audience and you don't want to.
It wasn't a 180. He's not trying to impress his audience. It was a joke. He probably didn't mean it in the first place. So there's no 180. He was never going to do it, Amber. I cannot believe that an intelligent man like Zach... Will I get in trouble for saying man? I know Zach uses they pronouns. Enough respect. I know that an intelligent person like Zach isn't going to probably want to spend his free time with AMBERLYNN Reid. You know, Amber, for some people, you're really just a job, and they don't think about you all the time when they're not making videos.
I get heat for something. I don't know. It's just a little strange, but it definitely proves my point further. But it's like reaction channels have to fit inside of a box, and if they don't, then they're going to get attacked for it, and they can't handle that. So someone quoted me and said, it makes...
Every channel on the internet gets attacked. Every channel on YouTube gets attacked. And who can't handle it? Do you think Zach can't handle you? Zach's been handling you for 10 goddamn years almost, and he's doing just fine. You're so tough. They can't handle it. Oh, Amber, you're so silly.
Makes me sad thinking about eating lamb, which is something I said in my last video.
Oh, this one's good too.
Just one little piece of lamb.
No. It makes me sad thinking about eating lamb. Yet you're eating chicken. They're both animals, so what's the difference? So I know this is like hypocritical, but I think it's hypocritical for a lot of meat eaters. There's certain animal we'll eat and there's certain animal we won't. We will easily eat a cow, but we won't eat a cat. Like that, I could never in a million years even thinking about that. Like,
okay, well, that's a really bad analogy because in North America, we don't eat cat. Nobody's ever going to offer you a cat fillet. There will be no Rio stew on the menu. Like, that's a dumb analogy, Amber. And I will say, yes, people are going to jump all over her about what a hypocrite she is. But you know what? She's not alone. There's a lot of meat eaters that are like this. There's a lot of people that won't eat veal because it's baby cow, but they'll eat a grown cow. So I'm not even going to come at her for this, because that's her being hypocritical about what meat she eats is not unique to humans. A lot of humans do this. I did want to point out, though, she's a big KFC fan. Have you ever think about a KFC drumstick? It's about this big, right? Now think about a chicken. Turn that around. Think about a chicken. They're a lot bigger than that. KFC slaughters really young. I think it's 4 to 6 weeks. So, Amber, if you don't want to think about the baby cows, maybe you don't want to think about the little yellow chickies that are going in your famous bowl. But, like I said, lots of people do this with food. People can choose what they want to eat, and they can have their own damn reasons for why they want to eat it or not. It's not important, but it's kind of funny.
It gives me the creeps. It makes me want to like cry and hide and just no.
Well,
just like people will eat a chicken, but they won't eat a dog. Like literally, ew. There's like levels to these things for me. And I feel like lamb is in the same category as like a cat or a dog, in my opinion. I don't know why, but like little lambs, I just cannot imagine that ever touching my lips.
What about the fluffy little yellow chicks, though, Amber?
That's the end of this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy. I think now
did we enjoy it
more frequently, my videos will be shorter, but I hope that you still enjoy them. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Bye. Oh, well, she's good and happy about shorter vlogs, and you know what? I'd rather have them every second day and not as long, because she's gonna hurt herself trying to come up with content for longer vlogs. Like how much bingo footage or clips from previous videos. She's really working hard to make those things longer than 8 minutes. Oh, Amber, you're such a silly sock. Anyway, I know, Rio, she's really not that interesting, but the CCTV footage is kind of good topic to chat about, isn't it? Yeah, I think so too. Well, that was kind of fun. Thank you all for joining me. If you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe and maybe grab a channel membership. Get in the Discord. We do all kinds of crazy fun stuff in there. We'll be live tomorrow, so until we meet again at the live stream, just remember to be kind, and hasta luego.